Earlier, we're going to make a Pelau. A Pearl Barley Pelau. Come and see how this thing going to turn out now. So guys, we are back with another Cooking with Barley series, and yes, if you heard the intro, you heard right, we are making Pelau, but we're calling it Pelau because we're using pearl barley. If you caught our episode before where we did fried rice, I went in to explain all about pearl barley, but it's a grain, it's nutty, has a nice chew, and we think it's gonna go great in this dish. Now for me, Pelau holds a special place in my heart because whenever I travel and I come back, I just want something that is home cooked and gives me that Trini local flavor. And I just say, Mommy, it's only one thing I want, just make a Pelau for me, please. You know what I mean? So this is what Pelau means to me, and I know it means the same to a lot of you as well. So we have your usual suspects. You have your pigeon peas, of course, your brown sugar, your chicken, your pumpkin, pimento, garlic, coconut milk, ruku, some fresh seasoning, salt, black pepper. We add in a little Angostura bitters in there with the chicken, and of course we got bay, but now we love a bay leaf, so we have your usual suspects, but instead of the rice, we are going to be cooking with the pearl barley. And guys, this is totally experimental. So we don't know how it's going to come out. We know in theory it should work, but in practicality, we're not too sure, so we're taking you guys along on the ride with us. But it go work. So let me get into it. Okay. So we have our pot here and it's heated. I'm gonna add in the oil. Now I have done Pelau browning the sugar with and without oil. Both work, but I think the oil just gives the rice a nice glossiness. So we're going in with the oil today. Just wait until that, yeah. And then we're going to add in a little brown sugar. And when it comes to stewing chicken, I used to have, I wouldn't say a phobia, but because timing with stew chicken is everything. Because if you add it too early, the meat is going to be too sweet. And if you add it too late, it's going to be bitter. So you have to get it at that point where the bubbles and it starts to look kind of frothy, and then you add it in then. After a while, you get used to it, so it's fine. So don't be too intimidated by it, yeah? So we're just going to wait a little while here until it gets to that frothy, bubbly stage, and then we're going to add in the chicken. So we're almost there. So we're getting nice and frothy. Whee! Okay. So another thing is sugar you're working with. So we going in now. Shwa! Right. So what I like to do now at this stage is just to let it steam a little bit. See the nice little color. And then maybe after about 5 or 7 minutes, then I'm going to open it up and then start adding in my ingredients. So it has been about 5 minutes. Our chicken, oh, I love the color. Oh my God, y'all seeing this? This is a nice color. And my finger still feeling a little pain from the little sugar burn. Adding in some bitters at this point. And some ruku. Admittedly, but Dawi is the one who introduced me to this. I mean, I knew about it before, but growing up, my mom never used it for cooking much. But with the Dawi, it has become a staple, especially for stews. So at this point, I'm going to add in the barley. Now, I washed it, just to take out some of the excess starch, as you could see. Now, if you even want to reduce the cooking time on the barley, you could soak it overnight, and it will kind of swell a little bit, but it's not going to take long. So we're adding in the barley. And I'm tossing this around because I want to make sure that the barley is coated now with getting some of that nice color. The pearl barley is in there. Adding in now our peas, pigeon peas. Mix it all up. This is looking so different. I'm watching it and I'm saying something about this pilau looking different. Because look at that. Now I know the pearl barley is going to look very small at this point, but it is going to plump up, don't worry. So I want to make sure it gets all those flavors. And then I'm going to go in with some aromatics. So we have pimento and some garlic here. You can never have too much garlic. Sometimes I even finish the pilau with a little garlic at the end. And then I'm also going in with pumpkin. I like pumpkin in my pilau. You don't have to add it if you don't like it. But I like pumpkin in my pilau. Just tossing around. At this point, I'm going to add some salt, some black pepper, and now I'm going in with my bay leaf. Just the green alone, making it look so pretty. Right, and now we're going in with our coconut milk. Oh, you know what? I have to add some butter. I'll add it just now. Oh my god. Yes. Let me get a little butter there. Thank you. Already going with butter. Just to give it that extra silkiness. Now I know some of you will put your golden ray. I don't use golden ray as much in cooking. Well, not really. So I would use butter instead. And olive. Now tell us in the comments if you are, what type of pilau lover are you? There are those who like it wet, there are those who like it medium, there are those who like it dry. I've had all three, and I think I'm more of a medium person. So that's what we kind of going for. I want it moist. I don't want it sappy, but you know, I still want some moistness to it, and I don't want it too dry. So now we're covering maybe about 20-25 minutes. We're going to check, and just now we'll be eating some pilau. I wish we had coleslaw too. So about 25 to about 30 minutes have passed, and this is what we're working with. If I'll be honest, this is looking like a wet pilau. It's giving wet pilau. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's giving a little wet pilau, but I mean, I'm not mad. I love the color. I'm gonna take the fire off now. Yeah. I'm throwing some fresh seasoning there. So I think we're ready here now. The producer slapped together the quickest coleslaw ever, because I mean, what else? You can't have pilau without coleslaw, and you cannot have pilau without coleslaw either. So we're gonna take out some, and then I'll add a little coleslaw to it, and then see how it tastes, and then
looking like a risotto.
Yes, it's giving risotto. It's really like, it's almost kind of creamy, the texture of it. Okay, I'm not going to talk about how the pilau tastes, because you all know how pilau tastes, right? And Badawi has a bomb pilau recipe. So the pilau is tasting good, but it has a sort of a creaminess in your mouth, texture. So it's really like a risotto. Bang. Oh, I understand that, I'm gonna lie, it's so moorish, and I love the texture. So think risotto, yes, if you ever have a risotto, flavors banging, the barley works. I'm not mad. And I'm looking forward to seeing the other recipes that we come up with barley. So if you're willing, and you're feeling adventurous, and you want to make a pilau, and you say, you know what, but Awi and Crystal talk about this pilau using barley, try it out and let us know what you think. You're not going to be disappointed, guys. Listen, this could stand up against any risotto in any 5-star restaurant. I say so.